Drinking just 1 cup of this a day will do wonders at lowering your cortisol. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and cortisol is a stress hormone in your body. And though it has a positive purpose, unfortunately, when chronically high in our body, it causes a lot of negative side effects. And cortisol goes high when we perceive threats, harm, or danger. Now, most of us don't have a lot of threats, harm, or danger that we're coming across on a regular basis. However, our body can't tell the difference between that stress at work, that stress in a relationship, or you being potentially eaten by a tiger. It's all stress, and it's all threats, harm, and danger. This high cortisol isn't just about, it's a stress hormone, no big deal. No, it actually has an impact on many areas of your body because many areas have cortisol receptors that will be impacted by this. Let's go over a few before we talk about this drink that you can use to drive it down. And that first is going to be blood sugar regulation. When your cortisol goes high, your blood sugar goes high, and that also has problems like insulin resistance that comes along with it and excess accumulation of body fat. Now, it's going to play a role in inflammation reduction. If your cortisol is high, you have a hard time reducing inflammation in your body, which is bad because it's a precursor to pretty serious diseases like cancer. We're also going to have your metabolism affected. And then you start to get metabolic dysfunction and you get high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and even that high blood sugar we talked about. Then it's going to impact your memory. Have you ever saw somebody who is going through a lot of stress and their memory is shot? They can't recall anything. They don't remember anything you tell them because of that high cortisol impacting their brain function. So where does this all come from? Not only do we want to use this drink to drive down cortisol, we also want to get to the root cause of the problem. And we mentioned stress. It's a big problem. So we got to start reducing stress, improve our sleep. If you're somebody who's working night shifts, or maybe you have young children at home, or maybe you just have a hard time sleeping, raises cortisol quite a bit. You can also have some pituitary issues, some adrenal gland issues, potentially a tumor, and this is more on the serious side of things. You can also just have some adrenal gland dysfunction, which can be problematic, and then also medications. Now, all these are the root cause. We want to get to the bottom of that. And typically for 95% of people out there, possibly even higher than that, it really comes down to stress. And if it's like 99%, it's stress and sleep. What can we do to drive this down? There's something called ECGC that the research highlights really drives down cortisol. Where can you find that? You can find that by drinking green tea. Now, green tea not only has ECGC in it, which is research proven to drive cortisol down, but it also has polyphenols, which has been shown to help reverse your blood sugar issues, which has been shown to help reduce inflammation when combined. Also, it's been shown to help reduce your risk of heart disease, your risk of cancer, all causes of mortality. It's very powerful. When they do studies and they look at ECGC and polyphenols and drinking green tea, it's like the impact on your body is so positive and so amazing. And then it can even help improve brain function. I recommend drinking this daily. Now, if you also want to look at driving down cortisol, another thing you can do is make sure that your vitamin D levels are sufficient. You want to make sure that you have this not only for proper immune function, but it helps stabilize cortisol levels. And then, if stress is an issue for you, look to doing things like box breathing, doing mindful meditation. This will help calm your mind, calm you down a little bit, and that is a big, big part of lowering cortisol as well. If you enjoyed this video, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and I think you'll like this video next.